Early in the morning, in the morning, in the morning.
Hey, I miss you too, boy. I miss you too. What's going on, people? I miss your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with another Love Island video. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm kind of tired. I was bare eminent RN. Do I do this video tonight or do I do it tomorrow? I thought, let's just get it done tonight, man. Let's just get it done. There's a couple things to talk about. The episode was pretty decent considering these final weeks. Listen, considering these final weeks are usually so boring, Love Island have done very, very well this year. And considering these date nights are usually, or these final days are boring as hell as well, it's been alright, so yeah, let's get straight into this video, guys. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Please press that subscribe button for me. It's road to 50k, you know the vibe, man. You already know the vibe. Merchandise description, all of that. So the episode starts here with Mitch and Ella B cruelly being woken up by their text to go on their first date. This is the beginning of the end for Mitch. And this whole Mitch situation, there's so many people at fault here. Starting with Mitch. Mitch is messy. He's fake. Some people in my comment section saying, no, he's an evil genius. He's not stupid. He hasn't been dropped from a tree. His parents didn't play football with his head. This is all part of his game plan. No. The guy is slow. The guy has sand in his headpiece. Nothing's really working up there. So this was the start of Mitch's downfall right at the beginning. And as I said, so many people were to blame in this situation. I'm gonna hold every single one of them accountable, man, for sure. So after Mitch, we have Zach. Yeah, Zach starts pillow talking with Molly about Mitch, and I don't rate this. at all. Now, I understand you talk about things that are happening in the villa with your partner. I get it. I understand. I gave Lockham a pass. I gave Lockham a pass. I get it. I supported him versus Tyrique, but Zach, I just think Zach. I think you're being messy there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, broski. Yeah, come on, broski, what you doing, bro? Why you pillow talking, bro? Come on, bro. But while I was watching that whole scene, yeah, I couldn't help but think, Tyrique better have the same energy with Zach that he did with Lockham. That's all I'm saying. I didn't see that personally. No, Zach didn't even get pressured at all, to be honest. Yeah, it was just, they all just kind of allowed Zach for telling Molly, and then Molly, in fact, I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, I didn't see Tyrique holding Zach accountable in any way, shape or form, so, and then picking and choosing where to put your energy in that. But anyway, the date is nice. They're kind of talking about how he has high energy and that kind of calms me down, her down, Ella B and all this stuff, and she gets bored easy, but she appreciates that he's cheeky and he winds her up and blah, blah, blah. Mitch then asks her, do you think messy Mitch is done? And she's basically saying, I really hope so. It's long for man. I'm not really here for the drama. And he basically starts spitting some good bars like, oh, it disappeared when I'm with you. And these times I'm thinking, Mitch, you're just so fake. You're talking about, I'm 10 minutes of madness yesterday, this, that, and the other. How can you've clearly been harboring these feelings towards Ella B. You just have. So this all started with Mitch, man. But as I said, everyone needs to be held accountable because too many chatty patties, people thinking that they can take it upon themselves to talk other people's business without knowing the facts. It's just jarring, man. It annoys me. But anyway, yeah, Mitch is just fake anyway. And he's just talking about, oh yeah, what sealed the deal for me was my mum and dad giving you the green light. And she says the same thing about her sister and blah, blah, blah. They end up being exclusive. And I'm like, what? This guy doesn't know what way is up and down. I'm telling you, the where's he from? Doncaster, Chef Doncaster, one of them, up north somewhere, yeah? Their police department need to look into his parents. I feel like they played football with his head as a child, genuinely. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing through the grapevine. It's not good, man. It's not good still, but they end up being exclusive somehow after he called her fake yesterday. And all while this is going on, there's rumblings in the villa, people are chatty patties, and this is where Molly snitches to Whitney. Now this is where the blame must be shifted now to Molly. Now we blame Zach, 100%, you're a chatty patty, you're moist. We blame Mitch, obviously, it's all his fault. It's Molly's turn now, right? Molly snitches to Whitney. Now guys, I always knew Whitney and Ty were very similar, but I just thought they were similar in personality traits, right? Their personality is different obviously, but they have very specific traits that are similar, right? But I overlooked the similarities here in how they dominate their groups. The way the mandem suck off Ty as their daddy is the same way the girls ride Whitney. Oh my days. Like, Molly just comes to Whitney like, I must tell my master this piece of news. Like, I can't hold this in. Let me just tell the boss. Like, what the hell? And they always hide it under the guise of being a girl's girl. And I'm gonna debunk that in a minute because it's just BS, man. I'm sorry. It is just BS. It's just a chance to gossip if I'm being real. And Molly, she just took that chance talking about, oh yeah, if that was me, yeah, I get it. I understand. You don't want your friends to be mugged off, but nah, man. There's ways of doing it with without making it about you. She just starts talking about how she's worried about how the date's going. What's it got to do with you? Well, I liked what Whitney said, in the conversation. Yeah, she said, I need to hear the actual facts. I want to hear what Mitch has to say. Whitney said that. And when she said that, I was saying, hallelujah, thank you so much, Whitney. Thank you for being the voice of reason. And boom, what does she do? She's the one that blows up the whole thing. And I was so gutted because I understand the logic, I understand the reasoning, but Whitney is also to blame for this. And again, this whole girls BS, it's not true. Yeah, the reason it's not true is because you didn't even allow Mitch the chance to speak. If you really wanted to be a girl's girl, you'd want your friend to know the facts, what was actually said. So go up to Mitch, pressure Mitch, say, yo, I'm hearing you said this, this, and this. I rate Ella B. That's my bitch. Yeah, boss bitch. Tell me what you said verbatim, or I'm telling her what you said. Yeah, you can come smoky and whatever you want, but allow the man the chance to speak. You didn't even know the facts. You got told something from Molly, who got told something from Zach, who then got told something from Mitch. You don't know the facts. Now we all know Mitch is a mug. I blame Mitch number one, but everyone in this little narrative is to blame here. They've all got their own individual blame, some more than others, obviously, but everyone has to take blame here, man. No one's above criticism and accountability, guys. So yeah, Whitney ultimately didn't wait to hear what Mitch had to say, as she said she would, and the whole operation blows up, right? And they basically give feedback in the day, and they're all shocked that they're exclusive. They're like, what? They're like, rah. Like, no one's really truly happy for her, kind of. Obviously, understandably so, because everyone's heard what Mitch has been saying, and it's peak. And Whitney is trying to do the good friend thing. Like, I like this approach. She'd be like, oh, the fact that you had doubts, like, I think you should explore that. Like, I like that. I'm all for that. You can drop your little hints and that, whatever. It is what it is. But I just felt like she didn't need to do the whole, at least let Mitch know first, innit? You know what I'm saying? Allow Mitch the chance. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think Mitch should have spoke about it on the date, but we're not judged. You're not judged, jury, and executioner to give him timelines, innit? Do you understand? You're not in charge here. You know, I'm talking to everyone. Whitney, Molly, Zach, whoever. Like, you're not in charge. The boys, Tyrique, Sammy, whoever's talking about it. You're not in charge here. So if Mitch wants to say it after the date or later, at least allow the man a chance. This is coming from someone who really don't give a shit about Mitch, so let's just be fair here. So yeah, Whitney pulls Ella B, and she's just talking about how I was just minding my business and things just fell into my lap, and I'm now taking it upon myself to tell you. Ella B then pulls Mitch, right? And you know what? I actually do believe that over the weeks, Ella B actually has developed feelings for Mitch. Now, I did say, I think a couple of weeks ago, that she weren't interested, and that's not her type. You know what I'm saying? Easy option, etc. That was true then. Yeah, and to be fair, I did say at some point he could probably wear her down anyway. Do you understand? Like, so that appears to have happened. He has worn her down, and she actually seems to have developed some small feelings for the guy, right? I believe that. So she genuinely is crying. She's hurt. When she found this out, she's very, very hurt. She's upset. She's confused. How can I be called fake? How am I the game player? You're literally the one who is a lunatic. You've given me 101 million reasons to call you a game player, but I'm here riding with you. She starts crying. She feels mugged off after a great date. And then this guy's like, oh yeah, I said last night, not today. I was like, bro, come on. It was like 12 hours difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You slept on it, but where did that come from? That's not something that you pluck out of thin air on a whim. You understand? Like, you've been thinking that. I don't know, man. Like, it's very strange, man. Very, very strange. She ultimately walks off. She can't deal with him no more. Ella B starts crying to Whitney and Ella, and yeah, as I've said before, they all have a part to play in Ella's downfall there. They all have a part to play in Ella being upset there. They all have a role. And yeah, I do think he should have said it at the date though, but again, we're not the ones to dictate the timeline. But Whitney just tried to justify it, saying, you know, I can't just sit on this information and watch people be smiley. Bro, like, okay, I understand the morals. I understand it's a good trait to have that kind of loyalty, but I just feel like it doesn't need to be about you. I wish you at least allowed Molly to do it, because it just looks like, even if your intentions are pure, it just looks like you're a chatty patty. It just looks like you're just a stirrer. You know, anyone's there, even though I don't think you are. I don't think so at all. And as I said, I'll be cheering for Whitney to win if it ain't Tyrique and Ella still. Jess pulls Mitch, and he's basically just annoyed that the girl snaked him. I feel him. I do feel him. Again, Mitch, let's not get it twisted here. Yeah, let's not get Oliver twisted here. You are a madman. This is entirely your fault. You decided to put that out there. Even if you were just thinking it, you decided to put that information out there to all the boys. This stays between the boys. Are you stupid? Have you not learned? In fact, you are dumb. You haven't learned anything. This type of stuff doesn't stay between the boys. You just obviously want to, you're just trying to maneuver yourself out of the villa so you can go meet Abby in the holding cells or whatever they call it, the holding hotel. That's literally what it is before they fly back, for real. But ultimately, he's right. The girls didn't allow him the opportunity to tell Ella himself. Mitch was even in the villa when Whitney pulled Ella. Do you know what I'm saying? So Zach's on his date with Molly, and he basically tells her he loves her. And yeah, he's apparently been fighting those feelings back. He knows it, and she says it back. And happy days, man. What can I say about these two? I don't really care about them. Ella B then confronts Zach about what was said, right? She wants to know the exact words because she feels that Mitch is being disingenuous, talking about, it was just, things were moving too fast. Things were moving too fast, Ella. I really like it. I get scared. Things were moving too fast. And I'm thinking, bro, like, you the exact same thing you accuse Scott of doing, slowing down and things like that, or intentionally slowing it down, you're also doing the same thing, just different, like in different ways, just self-sabotage. And you're talking about, this is going too well, so I'm going to call her fake. And is it like, it's just not making sense, bro. It's not making sense. And anyway, Ella wants the exact verbiage. And now Zach decides not to snitch. Now Zach decides to have some sort of bro code or some street code. Yeah, talking about, I ain't really, get me, let me not talk too much. Let me just leave Mitch to tell his side of the story. You weren't saying that to Molly. You were saying, yeah, Mitch categorically said she's fake. Come on, bro. Your street code, your street rep's already down now. You're already 1-0 down, 2-0 down. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? You might as well keep snitching, you feel me? Mitch and Ella speak, and she just feels mugged off, disrespected. Again, guys, do you not see a pattern with these men? When there's a beef or friction in the air, the first thing they want to do is give him a compliment. Oh, you smell nice. Oh, you look lovely. Oh, come, broski, you look lovely. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you smell nice. I'm thinking, bro, let's just cut straight to the chase and let's listen to what they got to say, hear what they got to say, and respond adequately. You feel me? Anyway, he asked her, "How are you?" And she says, "Listen, I feel mugged off. I feel disrespected. All the other words." She just says, "Why didn't you come to me first with this? You've been harboring this information. Why are you telling other people this? Why are you putting this out there?" You understand? And she just tells him straight, "I've been having doubts. I should be having doubts about you, big man. Yeah, you're a waste man, and I shouldn't even be with you anyway. I didn't even want to be with you anyway. It's like I didn't even want to be with you, and you mugged me off." It's crazy. Ultimately, they squash it, but yeah, I don't know. There's also going to be some tension there. It doesn't even matter anyway. They're getting the boot. They're getting way too big for the boot. You know what I'm saying? So they're getting dumped out. But yeah, she just wants more communication from him and stop being such a bitch, basically. Ty and Ella go on their date. They're just talking about how much he's changed and that she literally thinks he's a different person. I can see that, and I only see about 45 minutes in a day. I can see how much he's changed. So big up him. Hopefully it's something that can last outside the villa, because these changes just could be temporary. And once he gets back into the real world, he could easily be back to the old ways. Who knows? I'm going to give him the credit and say that he's definitely evolved in some ways. Even if he goes back to some old habits, at least he's learned a lot. I believe that truly. So they go on a date and they talk about how much he's changed, and he just talks about how he's putting his feelings behind hers. So, he starts talking about how he's putting her feelings first when he's thinking about things, and etc, etc. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but as I said, good for you, lad. I'm happy. And he then asked her to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'll be honest, I didn't predict that. I didn't think, I should have, I didn't predict that still. I didn't predict that. I didn't think he would go and actually ask her. But you know what? If you think it's right, good for you, man. I personally wouldn't make anyone my missus or whatever while I'm in the villa, because I need to be with you on the outside. I need real life experience. That's a bubble. That ain't real. You understand? That's a social experiment type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Good for you, lad. Good for you. But anyway, they discuss who they want to dump. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, the way they spoke about the people they wanted to save, I've got to give them credit, man. I really like the way they spoke. I really like the way Tyrique spoke about Whitney. The fact that he's talking about her in such high regard and how much she's changed. For the better, how much she talks about her emotions now, how much she's allowed to be herself with Lokan and things like that. Like, I think he does care about Whitney a lot, and I think he does respect her. Yeah, so it's nice to see them talk about them in a good way. And he said the same about Jess and Sammy. He backs them. He said that how they've been through a similar journey as them, but they've come out strong on the other side. And we all knew where it was going. It was leading towards Mitch, because he defended Mitch and said, you know what, I'll give him credit. They've actually grown to like each other. But he recently called her fake. So that Mitch self-sabotaged. He engineered this whole thing, and he just wants to go and try and make love with Abby and that. But Mitch obviously was my donut of the day, by the way. That goes without saying. The guy's a clown. But you know what? They can all have a little piece of donuttery as well. Zach, Molly, Whitney, you're all little bits of donuts in there. You're all little, you give your little sprinkles on top, because you had a role to play in that, man, and the downfall still. But guys, I'm real tired, man. So I'm gonna get this edit done, and yeah, at least I ain't gotta do a video tomorrow now I'm working tomorrow. But yeah, it's just gonna be the dates anyway. So maybe I'll just drop that video on Saturday potentially. But anyway, what the hell do I know? I'm just a man in his 20s. Peace.